Good morning, guys. Thank you for coming back to the channel. I'm at a local park today. It was nice and foggy. We have some fall colors finally, and it looks like it's a really nice day. And I was walking around, nothing was really hitting me, so I decided to I think what I'm gonna do today, there's this big tree here that has like a giant buttress, and it has it's enormous. It's probably around 20 feet in diameter. So I think what I want to do is I want to take a vertical panoramic with a nodal slide, so I can kind of squeeze the image but make it very exaggerated on the bottom, and then on the top it kind of flares out, and hopefully we'll be getting some light on the background of it here shortly in a few minutes. And with the orange of the cypress needles, it should make for a very interesting image. So I don't know, I'm just trying to flex my my imagination here and trying different things, and it's what keeps photography interesting in my opinion. So yeah, I'm gonna try that and see what happens, and if I get that shot, I will move on if there's still fog. If not, then I'm gonna try and keep working this little scene here. I feel like there's a lot of potential here. I just don't feel like I found everything that needs to happen here, if that makes any sense. So anyways, let me start setting up, and I'll show you guys what a nodal slide is. So I'm going to put my nodal slide at 85, which is what I have measured in the past. Let's see if I can... My tripod is actually leveled. Maybe a little adjustment here. It is important to have your tripod level. If it's not level, it actually will skew your image one way or the other, and then it's really hard in post to actually straighten it out. So it's not that it's not doable, but it's more difficult. So the more problems you can eliminate here in the field, the better you are in post. So it's leveled this way. I am going to be shooting at 10 millimeters. And I'm assuming this is going to take about maybe 5 to 6 images, vertical panorama. And I am trying to remember the word that actually this eliminates. When you use a nodal slide, you actually eliminate the parallax of a moving, when you pan the actual mirror of the sensor. Let's see. The sensor that is recording the image, the the nodal slides helps it to stay in the same plane, so the actual focal point does not shift, if that makes sense. I might have to read a little bit better so I can actually explain it, but right now we're going to make this image take advantage of the light. That is very nice, the fog and everything, and keep moving around. So let's make this image. I am going to focus at f11. Let's see. So I am going to set up, I'm going to shoot at f8. It's going to be at 1/8 of a second. I will bracket the image, so that way if I'm overexposed on the background a little bit, at least I can bring it back. Last time I did exposure bracketing, I didn't need them, but I still don't trust completely this camera quite yet on dynamic range. So let's do it like that and see what happens. 2-second timer, 1/8 of a second, f8, focus, and let's see. Sunburst is coming through. I'll probably end up reframing and get the sun behind the tree, so it makes that fog glow a little bit, but I'll try that later. Let's finish this image first. It's a little difficult making these images on a vertical plane like this. Very cool, I got the sunburst. Didn't intend on it. Make sure my head is not in the frame. So I went ahead and repositioned. So I place myself behind the sun, and that way when I take the image, my thinking is when I take the image with a little bit of fog left, which has kind of burned off a little bit, it'll kind of glow the background, kind of give it that earthen effect and that light coming through, and without no sunburst coming through. I'm gonna make the same image from a different angle with the intention of just making that glow and not the sunbeams come through. But if the sunbeams do come through, it'll be behind the tree. So let's make that image and see what happens. f8, 1/8 of a second, 100 ISO. I'm going to make this image, no bracketing this time. I am going to make this image and then get lower, a little bit lower to get closer to the tree root and kind of exaggerate that base. The only reason I didn't do it is because there's a lot of plants here that I don't want to kind of destroy, so I need to kind of finagle myself around them. Fantastic morning today. Unfortunately, there's a construction going on back there. They're fixing the parking lot, but other than that, it's really nice. Alright guys, so I repositioned the camera. I would like to get closer to the base of the trunk, but there's a lot of like brushes and little trees that are trying to grow, and I don't want to like ruin them. I don't want to get in their way. I don't want to cut them or nothing like that, but they are kind of in my frame. If they bother me a lot in post, I'll try to remove them as best I can in Photoshop, but if not, then they're just gonna have to stay. The photo does seem like it's a little bit closer to the buttress, so let's see. Let's make this panoramic vertical image with a nodal slide and see how it turns out. Tree is shifting to the left, so now it's kind of like not really centered. I didn't realize that earlier when I was framing it. No big deal, but something I just noticed. It's going to turn out very, very cool. It's just interesting to just change it up and see what you can do from just a creative standpoint, trying different things and, you know, see what happens. You gotta keep flexing that creative muscle, especially when you start shooting more locally, you know.